global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. The rate at which the Senate are uncovering fraud and alleged frauds here and there, every sector of the economy, every corner, we seem to be here. Each time they do any kind of probe, we get to hear information of one alleged fraud, and most of them are mostly in millions, hundreds of millions and billions. We just hope that we will not wake up one day and discover that Nigeria itself is a fraud, and that will be the height, I tell you, because Nigerians are no longer smiling and they're already tired of the media trial. They're thinking that all the other trials they have been doing and proving they have been doing, by now they should be at the level of prosecution and not still retrying some other places. But let's go straight into the news of the day. But before we do so, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel. Alright, the Nigerian Senate has actually uncovered an alleged multi-billion naira fraud in the joint venture operations between the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, and the Chinese satellite paid TV StarTime. The allegation came up when the Senate's Joint Committee on Finance and National Planning scrutinized the spending and expenditure of the Nigerian Television Authority for 2021, with the details of the 2021 to 2023 NTEF and FSP documents. The Senate panel said it was shocked to discover that the multi-billion naira deal with StarTimes was not captured anywhere in the document submitted to it as presented by the Director General Malam Mohammed Yakubu. Trouble started for NTA after the chairman of the Senate panel, Solomon Olamilekan, asked why NTA was blocking StarTimes from being registered with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC. In response, Yakubu denied the allegation, stressing that NTA could not have blocked StarTimes as it was currently in a joint venture agreement with the company. The DG statement prompted further questions from the Senate panel on how much NTA had earned from the joint venture with StarTimes over the years. But even more surprising to the Senate panel was that the joint venture was not stated anywhere in the document NTA submitted for the committee's perusal. The suspicious Senate panel demanded to see records of what NTA generates from production, adverts, and documentaries. It also asked that NTA should return on Monday with its debt profile that contains the names of the debtors, the dates, amounts incurred, as well as the name of the officials that authorized it for publication. NTA entered into joint venture with StarTime in 2010 with a sharing ratio of 70-30 in favor of the Beijing-based company, that's Chinese company. Urged by the NTA's outing, Senate panel ordered that henceforth all revenue-generating agencies of the government should remit all their earnings into the Consolidated Revenue Fund, out of which their cost of collection will be given to them. This, the panel said, will show up revenue for government as well as block wastages in the system. This was actually signed by John Akubo Abuja. All right, but Nigerians are taking to the social media to react. This is becoming a norm now. It's now a regular thing that every time we keep hearing things like this, and we keep hearing that monies are missing. And to think that one or two persons have come up on the corridor of power to say that Nigeria is about to go into recession for the second time. I was wondering, if this is not recession already, and we're about to go into recession, I wonder how the recession will look like. That means Nigeria should start crying to their God and their creator, because it's going to be really bad. Because if as at now, Nigerians are screaming and shouting, no job, no food, no money, nothing, and we are not yet in the so-called recession, then that means if when we enter the real recession, God have mercy. But let's quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians over this matter. Trust Nigerians, we have reacted over this matter. Let's quickly take randomly the opinions of many persons online. This one here is saying, I'm shocked How can people be suffering in a blessed country like Nigeria? Is what I don't understand. They call millions, billions, trillions every day, but no effect. This one here is saying, so both NTA and StarTimes are getting us angry. This one here is saying fraud upon fraud upon fraud everywhere. No need to wonder why we are where we are. We're a country, we are a fraud of a country. We were conceived to be used for fraudulent purpose by the British, and till this very day, we are still living up to our reputation, our name. Nigger area, aka Nigeria. You spring no surprises on me no more. So he's saying this is serious. He said they didn't want the details of the deal to be open to all, and that they could not be avoided if StarTime is registered as an entity in its own right with NBC. You know, if StarTime records in its own books that I paid 500 naira to NTA, NTA cannot come around to claim it collected 100 naira from StarTime. Okay, this one here is saying this is serious. Lie mode. This one here is saying the staff is not smiling. I do not understand what this one here means. This one is the corruption is now the order of the day in almost all the government parastatals. Senate, hasten up and beam your searchlight on immigration, customs, NPA, Nigerian Port Authority, Army, police, and the rest. You go tire for investigation. This one here is saying there is a lot of findings to make in an area of corruption in our country. But in this case, they were fined, but they did not settle, period. This one here is saying, from one agency to another, we keep uncovering one massive fraud to another. After now, some people will be typing, Buhari is building train from Lagos to Jalingo, so therefore he's the best thing after rice and stew. Can you imagine this? This one here is saying, I'm tired of this country. This one here, don't be tired, please. This one here is saying, the way Nigeria is going, we need help. Oh, indeed. Honestly, I tend to agree, indeed. But let's look at another one. This one here is saying, there is no ministry, parastata, and department of this administration where one would not find corruption. Even in Buhari's kitchen, one will see corruption in the funds allocated to it. Yet it is the same corruption they told us they were coming to fight and eliminate from the system. God will judge all of them. This is serious, and this God is an impartial judge. Well, Nigerians are generally reacting to this, and they are vetting their anger, saying the way this whole thing is going, they know that it's going to probably be audio investigation. We get to know some of the facts, but eventually, no one is going to be brought to book. No one is going to go to jail for a change and remain in jail because they've been tried, tested, and found wanting, and they have decided to be thrown in jail. But bit by this, I'm not supporting crime, but the lower crime criminals seem to get immediate sanction, immediate judgment. Sometimes it's as bad as jungle justice immediately. But the ones that are actually looting the economy and looting the country dry are working freely, and this is rather sad. Now that means if by the time Nigerian beams their light, or the investigative panel beams their light on every parastatal, every station, every ministry, then we may be surprised what our eyes will see. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. What's your take on what is going on? Let's meet in the comment section. Let's interact. Have a nice day.